Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, I'm glad to hear that so many individuals out there globally really appreciated the last episode, which was titled Foods You Think Are Safe to Eat That Are Actually Ruining Your Heart. So many of you had so many questions. I'm talking about from countries like Lithuania, Pakistan, Bahrain, Israel, the Netherlands, UK. It goes on. I mean, the list is long. And you know what? Since, you guys felt it was beneficial, I'll do a part 2 to it in this episode. I mean, I'm not going to run this, turn it into an extended series, because there are so many types of foods out there that's ruining your heart that many of you guys are unaware of. Okay? And it's best to see an acupuncturist, along with seeing a physician on an annual basis for your annual checkups, blood work, your analysis, and all that other good stuff. Throughout the year, you got to make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist, because there's so much you'll learn about your body. It'll shock you. It'll blow you away, and we're good at doing that. Acupuncturists are great at teaching you more about your body from a yin and yang perspective, theoretically. There's so much to know. But another form of food to look to avoid, and this goes without saying, fried chicken or fried foods, because you're increasing your risk of death from coronary artery disease. I mean, certain things are common sense, and albeit common sense, many of you don't like to hear it, and you'll continue eating it. But stay away from the fried foods. It's bad. It's terrible for your heart. Utterly terrible for your heart. Stay away from fried foods. All right? I mean, I don't need to expand on that. And I'm not just speaking of fried chicken. I'm talking about even fried potatoes, fried French fries. And I know you go to see different sporting events or whatever. Many individuals around the world love French fries. First of all, understand, high levels of potato consumption can increase your risk of hypertension and type 2 diabetes, especially when you're frying them. Wreaks havoc on your heart. And so many of you are really unaware of that. And another is something I speak of a lot, and that's chips, potato chips. I mean, I know many of you love snacking on potato chips, but lose that. It's a bad habit. Lose that habit. I say over and over, select some fruits you want to snack on. Understand something. Potato chips puts more pounds on you in terms of weight than any other type of food, including, let's say, processed meats, sugary drinks, believe it or not. And so many individuals are unaware of that. You have to find healthy snacks. And this is why it's important to sit with an acupuncturist. But I'm going to tell you another thing that may come as a shock to you. Fruit smoothies. Because I know many of you drink smoothies and feel you're healthy. Be careful. Be very, very careful with the sugar content First of all, you don't buy your smoothies ready-made. Make it yourself. That's my advice. And be careful with the amount of fruits you put in there. Okay? Number one, you have to be aware if you're drinking the fruit instead of eating it, you're losing a lot of essential fiber that tends to normalize elevated blood lipids. And that's the fat that's in your blood, which is a key risk factor for heart disease. So now drinking smoothies can be healthy. Make it yourself. But don't overdo it. Don't try and make a big, a quart, half gallon or gallon of it, and you'll sip on it throughout the day. Or no. Enough for a 10-ounce glass and call it a day. Don't go over that. In between that, you got to get your fiber. So you want to pop an apple in your mouth. Apples are great, to relieve chi stagnation, invigorating the flow of chi and blood throughout the body, and more. And you'll learn all of this as a result of sitting with an acupuncturist. All right. Now, green juice can also play a part. I won't get deep into that because I know a lot of you are probably saying green juice. Green juice is great for you. Yeah, the color green is great for the liver. You remember the color situation? Color map, internal organ, or organs. See, now when it comes to green juice, you have to be aware of your portion size. You don't want to go over one serving. And again, you want to make the green juice yourself. All right. Another I spoke of many times is canned soups. Soups in a can. Oh, I'm feeling under the weather. Let me go buy a can of soup. No, make your own. That's the best, healthiest way. These cans that have broth and soups or whatever, well over 500 milligrams of sodium. Canned soups are super, super high in sodium. Your blood pressure will shoot through the roof. And you're talking the potential over a long period of time. Well, rather, it can exacerbate heart failure. So keep that in mind, please, because you have to understand health is wealth. The wealth, it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's not in the shoebox in the closet, nor is it under your mattress. The wealth isn't in an app on your phone or in a cryptocurrency account. The wealth isn't in your wallet, your purse, or your pocket. Guess where else the wealth isn't? It's not in the bank, and it's not in the safe in your office or your home. It's in you. All right? And if you understand that, you'd also look to stay away from canned vegetables. Stay away from anything that's canned. The preservatives in there that's been put in there to sustain it is not good for your health. Again, canned vegetables loaded with sodium. So you'd want to avoid that. You'd also want to, I'm going to upset many of you right now. Fruit flavored yogurt. Now, yogurt, are we talking dairy again? I think you know how I feel about dairy, but let's just stick with the fruit flavor. The amount of sugar in fruit flavored, fruit flavored. Say that 20 times real quick. Fruit flavored. Wow, that's interesting. But the amount of sugar that's in these fruit flavored yogurt. Crazy. It's insane. Your blood sugar is going to go through the roof. Not good for your heart. Not good for your heart. The same with granola. Oh my gosh, I love granola. It's so healthy for you. Lots of sugar, calories, deficient of essential nutrients like fiber. Eat a bowl of oatmeal. Switch to granola for oatmeal. And a lot of you get caught up in those fancy coffee drinks. Nope. High in sugar, high in fat, and so forth. No. Just like the coffee creamers. Stay away from them. A lot of them contain trans fats or hydrogenated oils, which increases your risk of developing plaques in the heart's arteries. No. Avoid these things. Margarine. Oh my gosh, death sentence. No way. You should not eat anything that has margarine written on the container. You're shooting your risk of heart disease through the roof. Full of additives and saturated fats. It'll increase triglycerides in your blood. It can lead to the buildup of arterial plaque. Here we go. Stagnation. Chi stagnation. Potential blood stasis. Accumulation of phlegm damp. So many things can result from this, from an acupuncture perspective. And stay away from pastries, donuts, or even croissants and bagels and frozen foods. These are foods that are like all super bad for your heart. But you know what? I could sit here for another hour and a half, but I'm going to make you see an acupuncturist because, I know you want me to continue. And I don't want to become long-winded with these things and then you feel, okay, just listening to Acupuncture's My Life podcast, I'm good. I don't need to see an acupuncturist. And that's not true. It's not true at all. It's good that you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast. But guess what? You also have to make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?